my boys, good morning. Today I will present the build that I will be playing in the Gauntlet. In case you missed it, the Gauntlet is a special event made by Zizaran that will last 10 days, where you can win different prizes. Some of them are guaranteed and some of them are like a tombola. Here are the prizes that you can win, but it's all about the fun. The event lasts just 10 days. Basically, with this build that I will present here, even casual players can finish the campaign. So this Gauntlet, it's much more harder than the regular league. It's much more harder than hardcore. Why? Because we have extra modifiers. Let me show you here. For example, in area level 1 to 45, so the first acts, the monsters take less damage. They do increased damage, they have increased attack speed, cast speed, movement speed, they shoot 2 additional projectiles. This is a very deadly modifier. And they have elemental penetration, a beauty. So you need to play a really tanky build, especially if you're new to Path of Exile 1, especially if you're a casual player. But with the build that I will present here, you will have no issues. Yeah, and here area level 46, 47, again, 30 less damage take, increase more attack speed, area of effect can be deadly, and this one, physical damages, extra chaos. Basically, the campaign will be the hardest challenge. After you finish the campaign, it gets easier to maps and no problem. But the campaign will be a challenge for everyone. Let me see here. When I won't tell you anything, I'm making the video. And my boys, you need to understand that in this special event we're gonna use the same ascendancies that we had in Legacy of Phrecia, which were custom ascendancies that were wacky. But do not worry, I made a build in Legacy of Phrecia that I will redo in this event with small tweaks here and there. So let's go here. Here, outdated. So this is the build that I did in Legacy of Phrecia. It is Ancestral Commander with Explosive Arrow Ballista. It's very cheap to make, it's very strong, it's very tanky, good damage. Yeah, I can work on a budget. It's ideal for this event, especially because in the campaign will be tanky. So pretty much this will be the build, Ancestral Commander Explosive Arrow, and I will need to tweak it a little. And there are some changes that I want to discuss in this video. First of all, why Ancestral Commander? Pretty much because of the ascendancy. So on the first lab we're gonna take this beauty, +1 maximum number of summon totems. Again, we are playing Explosive Arrow Ballista totems. Having one extra totem, it's great, it means more damage, plus the monsters take reduced damage, so yeah, this will compensate. And we have this for defensive boost. 20% of damage taken from hits is taken to your nearest totem life before you. So the totems will absorb damage for you. This is a powerful damage mitigation layer that we get early, because this will be on the first lab. On the first lab, we will help us with the damage and the tankiness, it's great. On the second lab, we will take this one, free maximum endurance charges, and we will see a way to generate endurance charges. There are multiple ways in this game. And on the third lab, this is busted as fuck. Basically, is Defiance of Destiny on a stick. This is that powerful amulet for tankiness. Gain 50% of missing and reserved life before being hit by an enemy. This is a very powerful effect for tankiness. We have an amulet in the game called Defiance of Destiny, and pretty much this is Defiance of Destiny for free. And on the fourth lab, we take this one, because armor from equipped body armor is double. We're gonna use an armor with a lot of armor values. Movement speed cannot be modified, action speed cannot be modified below base value. This is great, so you'll move like the wind, you cannot be slowed, it's just too good. So this will be the ascendancy. Now the tricky part, what will happen here? You need to understand that the Marauder starts in this area. Yeah, so Marauder starts here. And now we have a problem. Usually, for example, in Legacy of Phrecia, I leveled up with Ground Slam and Sunder. Because, you know, you equip a two-handed weapon and you put Ground Slam, then you put Sounder. But in this, because the modifiers are hard and there are a lot of casual players and new players, I will do it a little differently. We will level up until Act 3, when we're gonna switch to Explosive Arrow Ballista with Caustic Arrow and Toxic Rain. But these are gems that are not available for the Marauder. That's why it will be a little trick here in this. First character will not be the Marauder. Actually, will be a duelist, in order to mule up some gems. So we're gonna we create a duelist, we get some few levels here and there, then we're gonna mule some gems. So I'm gonna mule Caustic Arrow, Void Manipulation, Toxic Rain, yeah. Then we'll put to Marauder, then I will create the Marauder and we have a good time. You need to understand that Toxic Rain pumps a lot of damage with minimal investment, especially for Act 1 and Act 2. And you can invest into full tankiness. We're gonna take all the tankiness nodes until we reach the Ballista nodes at the bottom, so we don't die. The Gauntlet is very hard. There are extra mechanics, extra modifiers. That's why we want to be tanky as fuck. We want to pump damage with little damage node investment. So we plus Ground Slam and Thunder, you need to face tank all the enemies. And imagine a new player face tanking an enemy, he will die. He will lose hope, he will leave the event. I don't want that. I want to enjoy the game. We're gonna mule Caustic Arrow, Toxic Rain on the Marauder, then we're gonna level up the Marauder. I will make a video explaining step by step the progression on the skill tree. I'll even make a POB for this, but just a heads up. We're gonna move and we're gonna level up with Toxic Rain until Act 3, when we're gonna swap into Explosive Arrow, Ballista, and we stay with that until the end of the campaign. Will be very easy at that moment. Once we reach Act 3, we do the Siosa quest in the library, then we can buy our setup for Explosive Arrow, Ballista, and it's smooth sailing until then. Yeah, with this build I'll go for everything. I'll go even full spell suppression, so the main focus will be the defenses. Explosive Arrow, Ballista, I'm doing the direct hit component. I'm not going with damage over time. The way I'm making it, you can invest full into defenses and use Sting pumping damage. Yeah, so I'm not doing the classical Explosive Arrow, Ballista with damage over time. When I'm doing Explosive Arrow, Ballista, I'm focusing on the direct hit component, so I'm doing it a little differently. You need to understand this. Yeah, so pretty much what I will do here, I will create an info channel. Yeah, where the fuck it is here. I will create an info channel for the Gauntlet event, and you'll put all the important information in the support channel, and you'll have the build there. But this is what you need to do. We're gonna make Ancestral Commander with Explosive Arrow, Ballista. Yeah, I'm assuming the majority of the people will not go for the high prizes, because there are some conditional events that you need to do in the end game in order to win some cash prizes. But those are really hard for the casuals and the normal players. They won't do that. I mean, the majority of the players, they just want to finish the campaign in order to get the guaranteed box here. So at level 2, you will get these gloves that will track how well you did in the Gauntlet, pretty much. And here, when you finish Act 10, you get a free mystery box. That's pretty much guaranteed that you get. You also have some tombolas here, but in addition to this, there are some cash prizes for doing certain end game things. But that's not for us. Let's put it like this. There will be the same guys that win the same prizes each time. So in this Gauntlet, there are certain individuals that always win the prize. So they are natural hardcore players, they play a lot of hardcore, so they got used to these events, they are repetitive and easy for them. But for the average player that has never before tried Gauntlet, they have zero chances of winning those prizes at the end. So that's not for us. We will focus with the campaign, and with the build that I presented here, you'll have no issues. Yeah. So in a couple of days, maybe in 3 days, I will make a POB with the skill tree allocation order, so the people know which skills to take at what level. You'll have a progression that you can follow, plus support channels on the Guild Discord server. And on top of everything, I will stream my progress on Twitch, so you can see this build in action. Maybe before you progress yourself, you want to see me progressing, because I will do gameplay with live commentary. Maybe you want to take some inspiration. I will also make daily summaries on YouTube. Well, that's it, my boys. I'll go finish my coffee now because it's still hot. I'll finish it on the balcony. Enjoy the rest of the day, and good luck.